Listen, I know everybody, when I hopped on and said I was doing a live reacting to things, you probably thought I was going to talk about Bryan Callen and the accusations. I just wanted to say I'm not interested in talking about that. I did talk about Chris D'Elia, and the reason I talked about that was because that was a situation, allegedly, of somebody in a position of status or a position of power using that status/power to lure, allegedly, underage people in. And that's something I wanted to speak on because that's something that I've definitely experienced. Being a young kid in this game, publicly on the internet, since I was, 12, 10, nothing's ever happened. Like they say, you got to be faster than me to get to me. And they never have been and they never will. But there's definitely been attempts of people trying to say, oh, we'll do this and that. Or, people can be shady out there. So I wanted to talk about that from that standpoint. The Callen situation is accusations between adults. And that's just, at that point, I think everybody should just back off. I think what I've been seeing from the comedians reacting to this, without naming names, is pretty disgusting. Because on both sides, some of them are jumping on saying they don't believe it because Callen is quote-unquote such a great guy. And others are jumping on saying that they do believe it and there hasn't even been a court proceeding yet. So I think both are equally egregious. I've learned this from reacting to things online. Just because somebody's nice to you in one instance, that doesn't have any commentary on what they do after they leave. So to say that he was nice to me when I encountered him, that doesn't mean shit. He could be nice to you and he could go, slap 100 people around right afterwards. So that I've learned. It's situations like this where there's accusations. It's not a matter of I was with him and he treated me this way or that way, or I think he did it or he didn't. I just think there's no room for even conversation like that. Even discussing D'Elia, I never said whether or not I thought he was guilty. I simply just went over the supposed evidence and then took it from there. But I never commented on whether or not I think he's guilty.